Got it. So, hello guys from YouTube. I'm Victoria. Um, this is just one more immersion, and we here to talk, to have conversation, and it's just an immersion. I'm not a teacher. I'm here just as a student, just to get a conversation. And here we are talking about mental health and social media. So. Ivna, can you read and answer the first one? Not the first one, the second one.
Yes. What do you think social media affects your mood on a daily basis? So, yes, I think this kind of thing can how can it can change me. And for this, I don't have Facebook and Instagram because I get anxious. I think that's a little bit anxious and I I compare my life with other people, but I think each person um, each person is a level in this life, and compare it's not good for us.
I totally agree, and it's my dream not having social medias, Like, I don't know how can you do that. So, can you choose the next one?
Okay, Hannah, the third question,
Yeah, it's not
No, it's the
or
second
this
the
question.
question?
second. Oh, yes.
Yes, for everybody.
I so I I can't say. I usually uh see the social media. I don't know. Sometimes I think it can change my mood, but I try not to be too much influenced by social media because I know that what is there is not a real thing. Sometimes it's fake, and I try not to get affected by it. And how about you, Abe?
Well, I agree with Tigna when she said about we can be anxious when we use too many social media. I try to stopping to use it too, even, but I'm not uh, having good results. I already stopped to use Facebook and Twitter, but I nowadays I'm using Instagram and LinkedIn a lot of LinkedIn because I'm searching for a new job and studying. But I think social media it's a loss of time. Because of that, I try to stop to using, and because the anxious mood we can have when we use it a lot. So that's it.
Yeah, like unfortunately, I have to agree with you guys. Like, I don't know how to control myself. Like, if I'm on social media, I have to see one thing that will make me sad or compare myself with others. And I don't know, it made me so not angry, but uncomfortable. So I don't know why. And Abi, I believe you have to have like more than 50 years old to be on Facebook. Is the new law. If you are if you don't have more than 50, you can't use Facebook.
I
So
agree with you. My aunts and some grandparents of friends are in there actively using Facebook, but I think it's a cultural thing because I met someone here in TNT. He lives in USA. I forgot where, but there he said Facebook is the main social media usage by locals.
yeah, it's strange. No, I know like in the US they don't use like WhatsApp. It's strange for them to use WhatsApp, and I was okay. How can you send a message for anyone like using SMS, like a messenger or something like that? It's so strange.
And
So
they think strange to send audio message because
yeah,
it's weird.
I agree with there. Like I think it's so strange. You only can send me an audio if you're with your hand broke, if you're like more than 50 years old, or I don't know if you're in danger. Because if you're not in that situation, those situations, you don't have to send an audio for anyone. Just write it. Just it's so simple. I agree. I totally agree with that. So, can you read and answer the next one?
Have you ever noticed any positive or negative impacts on your mental well-being while you're using social media? I don't think so, but I I try to limit the time I use social media because sometimes I feel like falling in a hole because it's you start to pass the videos and stuff like that, and the times goes by and you don't even notice that. That's why I try to limit the quantity of time I spend on that. And how about you, Ivna?
So, a positive impact in my life and my mental well-being, it's how can I say this? But it's motivating me to watch some videos on YouTube, and when I can comprehend about it, and I feel more motivating. And negative impact is when I go bad and I can't watch some movies because movies or videos because I can't sleep well. I can't sleep well, and my sleep go out. Can I say this? Go out? Yes, that's it. What about you? Your name is difficult. It's more difficult than mine.
Calm me, Abe. More easy. Feel free.
Ave.
Well, I think I feel the both moods in some time because I am a positive person. I have positive thoughts in the most of times. I believe in that law of return. I don't know if I say that, but uh, thinking in a negative impact, I think that's I don't know some things that occurs in nature or that occurs with animals make feels me be sad. I don't know. I think the social media has too many. a lot of information that and you can have a lot of things, lot of feelings. So I think I have the both moods when I use social media in some time, but i- at the time I remember just that examples I said. What about you, Vital?
Okay, so positive and negative impacts. Positive impact. I don't know. Like I like because I can talk with people. It's for me it's so important because I'm the only person who are just in my room all the time. Like I am not a talkative person in real life. So on social media I can just having. So it's important. I believe have people around you, and I don't know, like from my well-being or something like that. I believe it's less the positive and more the negative. I don't know. Like the negative, I have a lot of things on the social media for my mental health. Like we said at the beginning, like we just compare ourselves. Like it really was for our self-esteem, and we are searching bad things. So I believe there is a lot of things, and you said about not you can't sleep. So if I just go with my cell phone to bed, I can't sleep at all. Like you can have me a pills, and I won't sleep because the cell phone just freezing me, and I can't just close my eyes. So yeah, and my mind is, oh my god, it's this and that, and turn me so excited, like anxious, not excited, anxious. And so I can pass hours and hours talking about the negative side. So yeah, Abe, can you read and answer the next one?
Of course. Do you believe social media can be a helpful platform for discussing mental health issues? Well, I strongly believe that if we had a, a good planning, a good marketing, because social media it's about internet, and internet is a land without law. I don't know how I say. So we have to to be we have to have good persons and instructed persons behind this this discussing this discussion of this subject, mental health, to help others. If we don't have this, I think we can can make things worse, because most of the mental health problems nowadays it's about the huge amount of information, and as Ivna said, I think, and people posting, I don't know, utopic lives that don't match with real life, and make peoples who are seeing that feel bad, and cons- consecutively be with mental health problems. I don't know. What about you, Renan?
I believe it can help, but I think it can be harmful for people too. I think it depends on the uh, where in where social media you are and who are seeing it. There are too many toxic people on the social media too. So I think it depends. it really depends on where you are. I don't know, but it can help in the if you are in the right place, I think.
Can you choose the next one?
Even
So I believe social media can be helpful platform because we have a long audience to listen to you and not only discuss mental health issues, but principally, how can I say this? Abide the rules, principally young people, because it's about mental health and regulations. I think we need to more I think we need more regulations about this place for us to more pleasure and to be here, to be there or here. Okay, what about Victoria?
Okay, so I don't know. Like, I have a question, like, other question. Uh, you said that you don't use like social medias, but do you don't use
No,
it at all, or you have
not
one?
all social media, only Facebook and Instagram, because YouTube is social media as well.
I believe so. So, okay, in any social medias, like something online, do you follow and someone who talks about mental health?
I don't get it. Can you repeat for me? It's
If
for me?
I don't know, like if you just follow someone who is talking about mental health.
Mhm. Yes,
Okay.
on YouTube. It's very
Yeah,
important.
Abela, Renan, do you follow someone who talk about mental health?
Yes, in LinkedIn, I think I follow some people's. I think I full two hands. I feel two hands
Oh,
of people's about this thing. I like this subject, and I study some some kind of about.
it's interesting. Like, Hannah, what about you?
No,
No.
I don't follow.
Yeah, because like about the like social media can be helpful platform discussing about mental health issues. So as Evna said, we have to consume that kind of things. So if we don't consume, we just it just disappear. Like if no one just wants to see it, it doesn't exist. But I believe it's cool because it's more than the more people, like I don't know how to say it, but all four, like three knows about, yeah, follow people who talk about it. I believe it's interesting, and I believe the social media can be a helpful platform for discussing mental health issues. Like I don't know, it's a free place, like how they said, it's not rules. So if you can be something good, it's really cool. So I believe it's good. It could be a good place. You can just oh my God, English is hard today. Like it can get a lot of people. It's not I don't know the right word, but you can just get more and more people online than offline nowadays. So I believe it's a really cool places to discuss about mental health issues. I don't know. So, Isna, can you read and answer the next one?
Yes. What strategies do you use to maintain a healthy balance between your online and offline life? Offline life. Yes. So my strategy is to be more time in online life. than offline life. And because I'm a busy and my work and my day, and I prioritize to live my life because I think life is too short for us not to live it. And I prefer to stay with other and physical people. And to find that, no, to do that, I find my balance. What about you, Hannah?
So I try, like I said, I try to limit the time I use social media and watch videos and try to be uh to make exercise. And I try to put some challenge to me, like for exercising to motivate me, and I think it's that. How about you, Abby?
It's true. I limit my time to use social media too. Uh, Talking about that, I have a folder named Lost Time with all my social media apps because I think it's lost time. But I set a timer of 2 hours per day to use these apps, and rarely I get I achieve this time. I use it in a day in about I don't know 60 or 8 minutes per day in social media. But besides that, I like to go to the gym. I like to walk with my dogs in the street, play with him when I have free time, and that's it.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, you can't control yourself. I think it's so cool because I can't do it. Like, I can't control the time I spend on social media. And it's my dream, really. It's my dream because I spend a lot of time on social media. And when I see, oh my God, I have a lot of time that I could been doing other things. And I was okay. So, I don't know how to have a balance between, like online and offline life. I don't know, strategies. I just talk to my therapist. I believe the only thing. Like, I cry a lot, and okay, that's the only thing that I can do. I try to not be online all the time because, I have a son, I have a lot of things to do, but I don't know, like if I have something to see, like to do, I just pick my cell phone and I just okay, I'm going to note and I'm writing what I have to do later. Or if I have to talk with my son, I just pick my phone and call to my son. Everything that I have to do, it's on my cell phone, and consequently, I'm using some social media. So for me, it's so hard. I don't have a real limit. I try it because we have a lot of things, like beautiful things to do and to see, to live offline. But I'm not in that that level yet. Yet. So, Hannah, can you read and answer the next one?
Yes. It is the sixth. Oh, yes. Are there specific online communities or groups that you find supportive in terms of mental health? I don't know. I I really I will skip at it.
No problem.
Can you answer it, Ivna?
So no, they aren't in my life, but in offline, I I count on my church about mental health, and I think they give me this kind of support in offline. What about you, Victoria?
Okay. Like I don't have a group or community or something like that that just support someone, you know. I have some Instagrams that I see and I'm learning about social mental health, emotional intelligence and something like that. Like I don't know if you know guys, but Mario Dominovsky. I love this guy. But it's not a community or you know. I believe the only place that I know is the CCV, you know, Center of Life Valorization, something like that. I don't know how to translate it to English because it's a Brazilian thing. It's like
It's kind of
some,
channel.
it's like a place that you can call and they will help you in some situations like bad mental health situations, you know, like it's this on the chat. So you just call 188 and you can talk to people. They can, you know, calm you, like having you relax and thinking more about the things that you're trying to do or that things that you're thinking. It's not a real community, you know, but they give you support. Like it's really cool. And it's free. So I believe it's the only thing. What about you, Abby?
So I don't have a direct answer for this question, but as you, I follow some page on Instagram about this subject, mental health too, and I use some apps like Motivation app has a lot of phrases, motivational phrases, and I use an app to meditate, to try mindful meditation. It's that.
Ah, it's a cool one. Like, uh, since my son just born, like you, Hannah, have a daughter, right? So it's
Yeah.
the better thing to do is like teach your kid to meditate. Like Abe said something that's really cool. I have an app that helped me with it, and my son all night just asked me, "Mom, can you put medito?" I don't know why, but he creates the name. It's not medito, the name of that, but she calls it okay, I can do it, and all the time, and it relaxes the kid. You know, it's out of the world. It's like amazing. Try it, try it. It's really cool. So, Ave, can you read and answer the next one?
Okay. How do you handle online negative or criticism, and has it ever affected your mental state? Yes, probably. Sometime I was affected by this negativity, but as I said, I am a positive person and I try to be more positive as possible and the more calm person nowadays because with what goes out of my circle of responsibility, I don't care. In the past, I care a lot, and this makes me too 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 much anxious and sad. I don't know. So thinking about this question, I try to be positive, to not be affected about things outside my circle of action and responsibility and keep my mental state health. How about you, Renan?
Mm, uh, I don't I don't know exactly, but I try not to get affected by social media. I don't know. I I I use it, but uh, I don't take too much it into account the negative stuff and try not to bring it to my life. I think uh I think it's that. So how about you, Even?
Honestly, I don't listen to them, and that's it. And that's my way to handle this problem because haters exist, and they can transform. They can change your life and negative in the negative sense. And I prefer not to listen to them. What about you, Victoria?
Oh, I don't know if I can do it, like, but it's really cool. So in my case, I don't have any negative or negativity or criticism because I'm just like the ghost on social media. I have it, but it's not my face. I'm not real there. I'm seeing everything. I'm always there, but I'm not posting photos of me. I'm not sharing all my days. I'm not. So when I post something, it's something that happened, I don't know, maybe um months ago or something that I think, oh, it's a beautiful place and just take a picture and it's not something to let people talk about me or something like that. So I don't receive any criticism or something like that. I believe because it or just because it's not interesting to talk about me. I don't know, but I don't have this side of internet. So Ivna, can you just pick one question? You don't have to be the next one. You can just choose one question, read and answer it.
Okay. Do you think social media platforms should do more to promote positive mental health and well-being? So I think social media changes the world, but not only good world. And I think they can promote positive mental health if you want and if you choose this kind of transformation in your life. But the negative aspects are very relevant to discuss because people die about it, about hate, about criticism, negativity, and social media, and it's important. It's important to discuss uh, this kind of subject. What about you, Abil?
Question 8, correct? Well, I think I talked about this in the previous question. If we, if we have some person or company behind the good things, the good way of promote positive mental health, we will be better. But I think the main social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, is just there to catch our attention and uh, how I say, and sells advertising. And this can be bad for mental health in some way because, as Ibn said before, uh, people can compare themselves with others, and this impact directly in mental health. I don't know. It's the we have the two ways of working with this, but we have to have a good person or a good company behind this movement. And you, Victoria?
I believe it should be more promote positive mental health. Like as I said before, we can get a lot of people. Why we can't use it for the better, you know? Like we can use still like good things. And I believe mental health is a good thing. And I believe it's not everybody that can pay for it, like therapist or you know. So if you're working on this topic on social media, you can just get more people, not the only one who has money to pay for it. Like you know, like you can just help you other people, more people. So yeah, I believe it should be more promote, you know. So what about you, Hannah?
Mm, I agree that it should be a place to promote uh, more mental health and well-being. And but I don't. I think it's you need to find a place in the social media to uh, that there are people doing that. I don't know. But it's I think it's hard. Sometimes you are in a bubble and there are toxic people, and I don't know. It's hard, but I think it can they social media can promote it in a good way.
So can you read and answer the next one?
Yes.
Just choose
Have
one. Don't have to be the next one.
okay. Um, what advice would you give to someone who is feeling overwhelmed by social media pressures? I would advise to mm, uh, try to reduce the use of social media and try to not get influenced by what he or she sees in the social media. I I think I know it's hard sometimes because there are many things on social media that we we get anxious about, and we compare ourselves, and it's hard, but uh, I think uh, it would be a good advice to reduce and don't get affected by it so much. And how about you, Victoria?
I don't know, guys. Like I believe it's dependent on the situation because nowadays you can work on social media. And if I'm talking to someone who is working with social media and I'm talking, okay, stop using it or use it less, like, okay, you receive less money, and so it's complicated. I don't know. I believe the only thing that I can tell is the truth, that it's not a real magical place and everything's perfect, like telling the truth, and just go to a therapist. Like, therapist is life, therapist is it's love, therapist is everything. Everybody should go to the therapist. I believe it's therapist is a magical place, a magical people. I believe therapist is the answer. So what about you, Libby?
Well, in addition, I will advise that person to go out, sit in some cafe, feel the breeze, I don't know how I say, smell the coffee, walk by a park, feel the nature, because nowadays we live, uh, we depend a lot of these gadgets, these technologies, these things, and we sometimes don't live the real life. As in my case, for example, I work remotely. I work from home in most of time when I'm not traveling, and have days I never go out, nem com meu cachorro. And I think this is bad for I don't know, mental health. So my advice, which will be go out and live the nature, the good things of life. Food in mainly, it's and you even.
I think it's a very complex to answer that because when people feel overwhelmed by social media pressures, it's very, very bad because pressures can die you. So, and how can I say, but you understand? So I think my advice would be, so stay outdoors, outside, and rethink about pressures. Why I why do I feel like that? Why? Why? Because I'm not so beautiful, I'm not so thin. Why? And to handle these questions, because it's difficult to give this kind of advice because I'm not how can I say this, therapist. And yes, but to enjoy the life of life. And yes, that's it. And rethink, principally rethink about your life and your goals. It's easier for me because I'm not on social media like Instagram, but I know it's difficult to get out of this place.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is. Like, it's my dream. One day I'll be like as Ivana, and I won't be in any social media. Only here on Talk and Talk and LinkedIn because I have to do it, but not more that. So, Abe, can you read and answer? Then last one.
Number 11.
Yep.
Can you share any positive experience or stories related to mental health discussions you have seen on social media? Well, I didn't remember any at the time, but let me think. I I'm getting a lot of notifications from my email here. A moment, please. Well, I don't know. Share any positive experience first started related to mental health discussions. Everything mental well, I follow this journalist. I forgot the name of her. I follow her in LinkedIn, and she shares a lot of about this subject. So the one thing I remember at the time it's about the content that she shares. Besides that, I don't have it more to speak. Who wanna share with us it?
They have something.
No, I don't. I, uh, for what I can tell, I always see uh, uh, bad mental health problems related to social media, so I don't know. I didn't saw anything about a good experience on social media.
And you, Ivna.
So I can share because I think I don't have any story about it, but health discussions, but spiritual discussions and other subjects, yes, motivating subjects, but not health discussions, mental health discussions.
Yeah, so I can't say just one, because I have a lot of mental health discussions. Like, as a nurse, I was in the, I don't know how to say in English, like the clinic, family clinic. I don't know, like Clínica da Família. I don't know how to say in English. So I passed some time there, and I saw a lot of things, and there we have to talk a lot of like mental health, things like that. And we see a lot of situations that happen where there that is really, really, oh my God, how? So I have a lot of things, like a lot of situations, and I just can't choose one. But I believe that the better one was when we just meet a lot of people from the community, like not only like professionals, like health professionals, just all of people like the community, and talk about mental health, because we can, share about thoughts. They talk to you about things they thought, and oh my God, it's so, like you just have a lot of things to learn with the people. I believe it was the better moment when we talk to the other person, but in groups. I believe so. So, guys, time to say bye to people from YouTube. It's the end of our immersion, so